Corona, New Deal. I'm your host, Cassidy Coco, and get excited because we have lots of fun segments for you. And I'm not going to hold you up with giant, double-sized, huge, long speeches. Wait, that was a giant, really long speech. Huh. Anyway, let's get right into it. The first segment, Word of the Week with Rosalie Sardino.
Hi, welcome to Word of the Week. I'm your host, Rosalie Sardino, and this Word of the Week is xenophile. Xenophile means an individual who is fascinated with foreign countries and cultures, or people or manners. Let's use it in a sentence. My friend is a xenophile because she loves Italian cultures and food. The next word of the week is screenplay. That means a script of a movie. Let's use it in a sentence. I'm working on a screenplay for my movie. And that was Word of the Week. Join me next time on Word of the Week. See you then.
Wow, what wonderful words, Rosalie. Screenplay and xenophile. No stopping. On to the next segment, Drawing with Joey.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Drawing with Joey. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a dog. First, you draw the head shape like this. Then you draw two big ears. Then you draw eyes. And color them in. Then draw a nose. And a mouth, and you're done. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Hayden, what are you doing? I'm here with a bunch of ways you can get a concussion. First, falling off of an acting block, running into a wall, running into a mirror, falling off of a bed, running off of a walk wall, falling down a chimney, getting hit with a baseball bat, getting hit with a soccer ball, jumping off a cliff, jumping off a bridge. Hey, that's it. That's
I didn't put it in.
Nice, Joey. A dog. No waiting for another long speech because I feel one coming on. Let's get into it. Wait, who is this guy? Security! And now onto my favorite segment, the interview. And my special guest is a Vassar Hospital ICU nurse and COVID nurse, or my mother, Miss Croco. How has COVID-19 affected you?
It's affected me both personally and professionally.
How?
Well, it changed our schedule at home. We had 4 children at home remote learning through the school year. I had to change my work hours in order to be home to support you guys. And the face of the ICU changed because we had to separate infected patients from non-infected patients. So our ICU grew. Thankfully, I work for an organization that was prepared to handle the influx. And they immediately started sort of organizing PPE for us. That's personal protective equipment. And also expanding ICUs. So we grew from a 2 ICU hospital to a 7 ICU hospital to support the sick patients.
How long do you think COVID-19 will go on?
It's hard to say. We don't really have effective treatments that cure. We have supportive care. So until there's a way to either the virus becomes so weak that everybody can get it and not get very, very ill, or we have a vaccine that can actually treat it to build up effective antibodies, it could be quite a while.
Do you think it helps to wear a mask during Corona?
I do. I think that wearing a mask is one way that you can really limit your viral shedding and protect the people that you have to come in close contact with.
Do you think there will be a point in COVID that you will not have to wear a mask?
I think that during this outbreak, without really good treatments that are super effective for all patients that have the potential to become critically ill, I think that wearing a mask is going to be really important to continue to limit exposure, because you're not going to protect people from getting a virus. You're going to protect them from either having an extremely high viral load or to slow the spread of the virus.
Do you think you became more overprotective with your children?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I think that I became just protective enough.
You absolutely do.
I think that there was a lot of education that was involved in coping with the new normal. I think that there was a lot of advocacy needed to help you guys understand why we were making changes to our daily life. And you guys went through a lot of losses and a lot of gains too, but there was a big change in what you understood and how you interacted with your family, with your friends, each other. And all of a sudden hand washing became part of like the hourly routine instead of just this thing that we talk about after you eat or, before you touch anything or do anything.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that after phase 4 started, the numbers went up?
I think it's a little too soon to tell. So we're about 10 days into phase 4 now, and our numbers are going up. I think it was probably about just over 2 weeks ago, or just under about that we had 0 patients at my organization that had COVID-19. Now we have a few, and we have many that are rule-out patients, so patients under investigation. So I think that it's a little too soon to tell. Generally, 14 days is the quarantine phase after you sort of try something else. With COVID-19, people can be without symptoms and still contagious. And people can have positive COVID-19 swabs for, just under 40 days. So somewhere between 2 weeks and 40 days is the time when you're really going to see whether the numbers go up or whether they stay the same.
If you did become overprotective, when do you think that would start?
Would end?
Or no, would start, what part of quarantine did you think it would start? Like phase 1, phase 2, before phase 1?
I think that when you guys first came home and were doing remote learning from school, I think that even as an ICU nurse, even seeing sick patients in the hospital, there was a part of me that thought, okay, we can create our own little bubble. And then as I started noticing the numbers go up and started seeing exactly how sick people could become, and not the people that were generally in that area that we were told was the high risk area, people younger, people without medical histories, then it became a little bit more alarming. And I tightened up the bubble a little bit. So that's probably when you started thinking that I was being a bit overprotective, but that's about the time that we kind of went into full lockdown and we stopped having any contact with friends, even outdoor play dates, and that lasted for a few months. So. And we're just starting to come out of it right now, and we're taking it really slow.
Is there any way that our viewers could prevent getting sick from corona?
Well, I think the number one thing that you can do is hand washing. I think masks help limit the spread if you have to be in close contact with people. And I think that even if you're wearing a mask and you are coming in contact with people that you generally see often, social distancing is still needed. You and I are close right now, but we live in the same house. Yeah. But you know that when we were in a peak of the pandemic, did we spend time together in close proximity? No, I was in a different bedroom. I was masking at home when we were remote learning. We were ultravioleting most every room regularly.
Even in a car, she would wear a mask.
Yes, I did. Yeah. So it was a little bit of a scary phase.
Did you ever find anything beautiful that?
There were every day there was something beautiful. One thing I really enjoyed, as much as you guys drive me bananas, is spending time together. The pace slowed down, everything was slow, and we were together. The other thing that we did at Vassar, which was one of the things that my leadership did, she celebrated the patients that we lost during that time. So we had to close down our visiting hours. We weren't able to have access to family members, and family members weren't able to have access to their family members who were sick. And as a result of that, it took away a big part of our coping and their ability to have closure when they lose someone. So one of the things that my boss did was create a memorial and allowed for an area where we could sit quietly and peacefully and enjoy the solitude and remember the hard work that we gave and also the people that we lost. And we were able to write letters to their families, and she's going to send them to them to kind of celebrate the lives that we took care of that, didn't make it out of the hospital.
That's nice.
It was very nice.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Croco, for coming in and answering all of our questions.
Thank you for having me.
And you're welcome. And now on to Lorelai's review.
The review of Lorelai. I'll be reviewing books, movies, music, and anything. This week, I'll be doing a movie. This week, I'll be talking about a classic 80s film called Weekend at Bernie's. Weekend at Bernie's came out in 1989. That was like 100 years ago. It is an American dark comedy film, and it was directed by Ted Kotcheff. In the film stars Andrew McCarthy as Larry and Jonathan Zimmerman as Richard. Richard and Larry were invited to a beach party by their boss, Mr. Lomax or Bernie Lomax. Bernie wanted to kill Richard and Larry, but instead he got killed himself. No spoilers here. Richard and Larry were trying to hide Bernie all through the weekend. This is a real comic romp and a totally rad throwback to the 80s. Join me next time on The Review with Lorelai. Kaden, what are you doing here?
Oh, running through glass, smashing your head on a water bottle, running through a closed door, falling off of a skateboard, falling off of a house, falling all over the tree, jumping off of a plane, running into a tree, getting run over by a plane. I said get out of the course.
I wasn't kidding!
For the last time, you know what? We'll just let Joey get him. Now, a word from our sponsors.
It's a hot summer day and you want to treat yourself? Come on down to Nana's Ice Cream and Grill.
We can get all kinds of ice cream like Cookie Monster,
Coffee! Cookies and cream! Cannoli!
Freedom Hearts.
And snacks like Mint Stack!
Don't forget the peanut butter explosion and so many more.
If you are looking for lunch or dinner, Nana's menu has something for everyone.
like burgers, hot dogs, tacos, wings, quesadillas, chicken nuggets, French fries, meatball subs, grilled cheese, mac and cheese bites, shaved ice, fried Oreos, salads, Philly cheesesteak.
That's enough, CJ!
Nana's is Hyde Park's friendly neighborhood summer hotspot located on Route 9G. Hey, that's right down the road from New Deal.
And you're not Nana's? You're not just a customer, you're my friend!
Hey parents, we have an important message for you.
We know we keep you busy, we know we make you tired, but we want you to know we care about you. We want you to stay healthy, we want you to live a long time, and this means you have to take care of yourself and your health.
So take a look at Mike Ortega's Health and Fitness Center. They have so many ways for you to make exercise a permanent part in your life. Owner and founder Mike Ortega has been running a gym since 1973. That's a super long time. He must know what he's doing.
He offers cardio, strength training, classes, free weights, and hey, they even have cardio cinema!
You mean you can watch a movie while working out? That's cool!
There are 2 convenient locations in Poughkeepsie and Highland. and both have a pool for us to go swimming together in. You're running out of excuses.
Contact Mike Artegas today for more information.
Thank you for supporting New Kids, Mike Ortega!
And now, not away from our sponsors, Eating with Ella.
Hello everyone, welcome to Eating with Ella, where I make healthy snacks and host some food challenges. Today, I'm going to be making celery, snails, and caterpillars. For this you will need celery, cream cheese, slices of apple, candy eyes, grapes, and that's all. First, get a slice of apple. Ask a parent to help you. Next, spread cream cheese on your celery. This might get messy. A lot. Okay. For the snail, take your slice of apple and put it on the back of the celery. On the front, put a grape. For the caterpillar, take some grapes and line them up on the celery. Then final touch, add some candy eyes. Thanks for watching Eating with Ella. Hope you enjoyed the snack. Bye!
Now moving on with no super duper long, 6 billion quadrillion long speeches. We're going on to fun and games.
Quickly, before TJ gets here, getting hit with the pen, getting hit with a laptop, getting hit by a truck, slamming your head on a table, or getting hit by a bike, getting run over by a bus, getting hit with a metal bar, running into a plane, getting punched in the head, and getting hit with a broom.
Seriously, man? Hello and welcome to Fun and Games.
Here we talk about video games.
I'm CJ.
And I'm Kate.
The topic for this week is the brand new game, Paper Mario: The Origami King.
This is currently the newest game in the Paper Mario series, and the new Super Mario franchise.
The last time a Paper Mario game was released was 4 years ago, 2016 on the Wii U, but the first one was released 19 years ago in 2001 on the Nintendo 64.
This game, you are once again Paper Mario, but instead of fighting Bowser, he's helping him, because King Ollie can take control in this game.
Princess Peach has sent an invitation to Mario and Luigi for the Origami Festival, but when the Mario Brothers get there, they find out that Princess Peach has been turned into origami by Origami King Ollie.
During this journey through this game, we encountered Olivia, King Ollie's sister, even Bowser, King Koopa himself, has been bested by Ollie.
This game has just come out today, and it is a single-player action and adventure game created by Nintendo.
We hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Fun and Games.
Join us again next week for more Fun and Games.
Thanks, guys, for filling us in on the new game of Paper Mario. Now, last but certainly not least, my segment, Spilling Tea with Cassidy. Hello, and welcome to Spilling Tea with Cassidy, a segment where we have civilized debates. Today, my special guest is Joey Fager. Today we will... Hey, stop! That's my job. Today, we will be debating about Harry Potter movies. I think that Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 is the best movie.
What? No, it's the Prisoner of Azkaban.
I guess it's starting.
On the contrary, I think that...
Actually, I think your opinion is subpar.
What? Well, anyway, the Prisoner Lost command is much better because there's time travel involved.
Okay, nice. Well, I think.
No one cares.
Okay, well, that's too bad. I'm just going to give my opinion anyway. I liked it, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 because you can see Harry defeat Voldemort. Another reason is
No one cares.
actually everyone cares. All the people that are watching my segment care.
The only people out there that care are your parents.
That's not very civilized, sir.
Yeah, I know.
You do not want to be on my bad side.
Oh no, your bad side. I'm so scared.
Oh my god.
Hey!
Oh my gosh! Security! Security! Get security, please! Get over here! Okay, now that we're back from that predicament, that's the end of our talk show. Hope you enjoyed it and come back next week for more. Now, time to meet the creative team of Lights, Camera, New Deal!